Hi, this is JilliBling. How are you today? I have a project I'd love to share with you. As you know, a few days ago, went through the catalog, looked at everything retiring, and some things kind of expected, other things, no. This stamp set, Floating and Fluttering, loved it, got it right away, and I haven't used it. So let's do a project using Floating and Fluttering. It's an awesome set. When you look at this, this is all one stamp, but see this little butterfly right here? To fill it in, say you wanted a pink butterfly, goes right over the top. If you want a little detail, this stamp right here, you could do it in a darker pink, it adds detail. Very pretty set. This right here fills in the leaves. Leaves, big butterfly, detail to the big butterfly. Cute frame. This little leaf is kind of a standalone leaf, but it's a great set, and it has dies to cut everything out. Why haven't I used this sooner? I don't know. So we'll be focusing on this set, and for some words, because this doesn't have words in it, ornate thanks. This is staying in the current catalog. Woohoo! It's got great words. Blossoms and blooms. This is staying in the current catalog, and it also has words. I wanted some little words that would fit across the butterfly. And this is the dies. So there's two that cut out. Where did it go? This stamp right here, two of them. Imagine the mass producing you could make. These individual ones cut out each of these pieces all on their own. Very, very smart. And what we're using today uses this die, and this die is what cuts out these butterflies and puts texture on them. There's texture. Let me hold it up. Oh yeah, you can see the texture on those butterflies. All by itself, the one die does a lot of this card. So I was wondering, well, then this one, does it cut it out too? Look how they fit in there together. So I ran that through, and look what it does. It cuts out this little rim. That's when I cut out this one. Right around it. Very clever. Boy, maybe that one could go around here. Anyhow, this is a lot of fun. This is a really nice bundle, and you could still get it. Floating and Fluttering. Okay, so I will show you what I've done this morning. So this card I saw on Instagram, and I.heart.stamps, Charlotte Millette, she made this card right here, and I love it. I'm trying to do something for Stampin' 101, and I can't do easy. Not that this is hard, but I'm trying to not keep adding more stuff to make it fancier, but it's hard. So I love the monochromatic colors, butterfly color choice. She had white twine around here, and I'm not sure where mine is. And this is retired, but just any yellow ribbon, or if you had coral ribbon, or this is Flirty Flamingo, put this butterfly in the middle and just do whatever ribbon you have. Then on the inside, trying to keep it simple, but isn't that happy? Isn't that nice? So there's that one. Okay, I like blue. I was going to say blue flowers, but I like blue. So using all the same materials as this one, different layout. And this is Versamark with white powder, white embossing powder. Can you see this here? See on this suede paper? That's just stamped in Versamark. So if ever you have a paper, I'd say 90% of the colors work. If you stamp it with Versamark ink, it will just make it a tone darker, which can be a lot of fun. Great for backgrounds. So I did that here. Didn't do it on this one, trying to keep it a little bit calm. And on the inside, put some flowers. Hello! Happy birthday. Okay, getting fancy again. Oh, back to this one. This background, I did the white embossing, and then I used all-purpose white frost shimmer paint. Put just a little bit of it in my spritzer with water, shook it up and squirted it. If you're in person, let me see. I don't know that you can see it on here. There's a whole bunch. It kind of puddled right here. But it just makes the paper look like it's shimmery white paper. So that is an extra step, but it's kind of pretty. And then this one I added the bling. Okay, so then for this one, I did Winkastella on the flutters. And then I did Versamark and white embossing powder on this basic gray paper. On the Smoky Slate paper, I did Versamark and just let it dry. Can you see the sparkle on the butterflies? And for the inside, I like that one, how that one came out. This stamp is in the Floating and Fluttering. It probably has a purpose in here, but to me it's just little dots. I like it. So, did that, the little dot stamp, and Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, Smoky Slate down here, and then just stuck a butterfly on after I did the Winkastella. Okay, so the question is, one more, what should it be? I might have kind of exhausted all the opportunities and possibilities. I like this one, the original one, so maybe something like this. Should I go that direction? Okay, so here's the papers. Lots of stamp pads going on. I want to use crinkle white. Okay, so I'll just start at the top of the pile. This is for words. And I want to do a happy birthday one. So how about, because this is going to be in Smoky Slate and Basic Gray, I'll stamp it in Basic Gray, the words. I would stamp it because I'm going to do purple colors. I would stamp it in purple, but that might distract from the butterflies. I want the butterflies to shine. So this is Basic Gray, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. I'm going to try to stamp it low because I'll trim it. If it's too big, it takes up too much room on butterfly. Let me see how that works first. Ooh, pretty. And I'm putting my little white paper against something dark so I could see the perimeter of the paper. That turned out good while I'm at it. Oh, I'm on fire today. While I was waiting for the shimmery paint spritzer to dry, I decided to continue with my painting project. So I put, I was attaching blue tape along the floor. I'm painting the baseboard. And then I got to an area, it's like, oh, I have to clean this first. So I went and I got the vacuum. Started vacuuming. Ended up vacuuming for an hour. How does that happen? Then went to empty out the vacuum and I was like, what is this thing? It's a filter. I've had that vacuum for 5 years. I've never cleaned a filter. This says clean every 3 months. That's embarrassing. Anyhow, one thing leads to another. Okay, so this one is going to be purple butterflies. And I have 3 different tones of purple. I really do like how this has different colors. Charlotte. And you can change up if you want a purple and a daffodil. What is this? Grape, daffodil, and maybe flirty. Any combination you like is good. I don't know why I'm going with the 3 color tones, but that's okay. Whatever you like is good. Okay, so I am going to run these papers through. I have Purple Posy, Highland Heather, and Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to run them through and cut them and texture them. Okay, let me get this paper, let me fold it in half. So here, this is Smoky Slate, and I'm pairing that with Basic Gray. And on the one Charlotte did, it is Sahara Sand and Soft Suede. Okay. And this is going to be for butterflies. This will be for the frame. Butterflies. This is for the inside. Start to come together. Okay, so this will be here. So I'll stamp the frame. The frame? Look at the stamp. It comes in the set. So I'll stamp that in Basic Gray, because that's a little bit darker. And you know, every time I stamped it and I used the die to cut it out, and you can see I have washi tape on it, it just was just a little bit crooked. So for the last 2 cards I've made, I ended up hand cutting it, so I'll do that today. You're welcome to use the die, but look how pretty that is. I just had a hard time with it. I'm sure it's user error. So it does fit over perfect, but you know what? Every time I do that, this won't take but a few seconds, because it's just straight cuts. I like this frame too. You could use it for any project. It's like it's the perfect size. Probably should put my glasses on. Don't tell anyone. Let's hope I don't go crooked. Okay, done. See, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so I'm going to try to do it somewhat similar. So at this point, I'm just going to do components. Okay, how about stamping with Versamark and doing the heat embossing of the butterflies? Okay, pull out your embossing buddy. And Versamark ink. Should it go this way? Yeah, I'll keep it going this way. And here's that big stamp that has all those little elements on it. And just random. And because it's polymer, and because we're using Versamark, it will probably stick. If it sticks, take the opportunity to get a good image. Look at that. You could already see the Versamark doing its thing. You like how nice and lovely my Versamark pad is? But it still works. It doesn't transfer any of that dirty looking color. I don't know how that happened. I think just time. I think it happens to everyone. One time I asked Mama, can I borrow your Versamark pad? All of mine are busy. She said, sure. It was perfectly white. I couldn't use it because I knew something was going to happen. And she goes, oh, that's fine, honey, but can't do it. I just returned it to her a week later. So Mama had cataract surgery yesterday. One of her eyes. I'm so excited for her. She takes her glasses off and she looks at stuff. We're in my car and she says, what time is it? And I said, it's right there. It's on the console right in between us. That navigation system thing right there. She couldn't see it. Like, what do you mean you can't see it? Anyhow, it's all taken care of, effective yesterday. So she had just one eye done, and she'll have the other eye done on the 19th of April, so a few weeks away. But I'm very happy for her. I kind of have a hole here, but I just might shift everything just a little bit. or the hole might be a good thing. Okay, on this project, I did do that in Versamark only. I'm going to not do that this time. So here's this. And here is white embossing powder. Look how nicely that shows up. Versamark, good stuff. I don't have my container. I think it's with the posted for you project box. Okay. Good coverage. Now I'm going to heat emboss it. Let me move this. I always have a paper underneath because this powder, it goes everywhere. Bet you if I touch it right here, it's snuck underneath. It just goes everywhere. Okay, heat emboss. Okay, done with that. Probably should have done it before, but that's okay. It didn't take too long. Okay, so how's it looking? Ooh, I like gray. Okay, this is gonna go over the whole stuff everywhere. And so I like this layout. So let me get my crinkly white. This is staying. I use this stuff all the time. I'm disappointed that the tool, polka dotted tool, is going away, but I understand. Change is good. I'm just going to do a knot. I'm doing a bow. Stumps a lot of people, so this is just today, just a knot. You know, I kind of think that I want to spritz this. Should I do this paper? Okay. I was about to not do the bow, but the bow might want spritzing. Ha! Okay, we're going to spritz. Put that right in the middle, right about there. Okay, spritz, here we come. Here's some paper. You want something underneath because the spritz will go all over your table, and it won't go until you kind of wash it, 409 it. Okay, so I already took the shimmer paint, put it into here, and I have plenty in here. So from about 9 inches to it, if you do it closer, you might have blobs. And I'm going to spritz this direction. So I'm going to try to do it from far away to get a soft mist. Oh, and make sure that little thing right there, it's not looking at you. It came over here. Okay. The paper's starting to curl. I see it kind of puddling over there. Is that okay? I guess so. my little ribbon is saturated. And I think I spritzed too much. My heat tool. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, the paper is curly. Oh, these got really crunchy. I'm not sure if I like that. Can you tell that they're crunchy? Here, listen to this. Yeah, I kind of ruined the ribbon. Okay, it doesn't need to be spritzed. I'm going to put on a new ribbon. So, if you do this, spritz it, then put on your ribbon. Okay, ribbon. Done with this. More ribbon. Yeah, got a little curvy too, but I know how to fix that. I like how the white frost spritzing shows up on this basic gray paper. Okay, so this purple one is going to have the works. It's going to have spritzing and Stella. Winka Stella is staying. Okay. Looking good. So, let's put some sparkle on these. Winka Stella. So when you get your Winka Stella, first of all, get it through the Stampin' Up! Catalog. It's clear. Up in my cabinet, somehow I ended up with a gold one. And I was thinking, ooh, instead of a silver sparkle, a gold sparkle would be good. No, it's like gold paint. Not what I want. It's solid. I mean, it would cover that and make it a gold butterfly. And when I take pictures and put them on my blog, I'll make sure that it shows the sparkle on here. So, when you get your Stella for the first time, open it up right here. And there's a cap. And you'll want to pull the cap out, then close it again. And then it should be flowing. And it does say push right there. You can always push it just like with an aqua painter and it will fill this little chamber with sparkle. But if you push too hard, you're going to get a glob of Stella out, which will be too much. But if Stella isn't flowing as quickly as you'd like, see, a few times I've done this, just a little bit. See, now it's coming out just fine. Well, maybe this one is running out. Let me check the other one. Make sure it's not brand new. Yeah, looks like it's been used. Okay. So, just a little more sparkle. Boy, both of mine seem to be dry. Oh, I see the liquid coming out. It's coming out right here. Watch when I squeeze it. There we go. Oh, okay. Bad. That's what not to do. Then you get too much on here. I'll try to pick that up and put it on the first one. Oh man. That one's really sparkly. Can you see how you can see how sparkly it is. Don't squeeze that much. You'll waste your Stella. Yeah, it's a little extra sparkly. You know, I want to put one of these on the inside. Let's see if I could use up some of this sparkle. See, that's better there. Just a little bit. Well, we don't do mistakes. Can't learn from them. I think this one might go on the inside because that one is standalone, certainly sparkly. Hoo-wee! That is a gilded butterfly. Okay, so let's start putting this together. So because this is gray on gray, tone on tone, I'm going to use dimensionals underneath here. I think the one that I did the spritzing on earlier, I glued it down flat just because, as with this paper that was spritzed, it got a little bit too curly. So I used liquid glue to hold it down, which is my trick to hold that down. Okay, so that's going to go there. And this, I wanted to cover up the gap, so it's going to go here. Where's that sample? I'm getting glitter all over. Stella everywhere. I should separate them, let them dry. Because somehow they got a little extra bonus sparkle on them. Okay, so it's going to go here. This I'll put here. So when positioning the dark band, I scooch it over because I want to allow room for this rectangle. And I want this amount to equal that amount. Right there, that's good. So I'm going to use liquid glue for the back of here, just because if I put dimensionals it would still be kind of curvy. That's a whole lot of dimensionals on one card, and that might control some of the curve on this thing. Particularly the edges. Okay, that should do it. So this is going to go down right about here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Good thing about using liquid glue is I could scooch this around a bit. Okay, so it's going to have a tendency to curl up because of the spritzing. So hold it down and just let it dry for a minute. Okay, so now for, I think I did those happy birthday words. Those are going to go on. This one is on the inside. That one is definitely too sparkly. Not too sparkly. That one is over sparkled. So what order do I want these? The words might show up better on that one, on the darker one. So how about that? Boy, I did those really sparkly. So happy birthday. I'll put on this butterfly. And I'll just put that down with liquid glue, so I could do that now. And I'm going to put it a little bit low on the butterfly, allowing room for should I do a pearl or a rhinestone? Pearl, pearl, I'll do rhinestone. Super sparkly card. Okay, so that's centered, so I'll just let that dry just a little bit. Rhinestones. Where is the opening? So this one, I think it wants little rhinestones because I've really overdone it with the sparkle on the rest of the card. But whatever little embellishment you have would be nice. I found that I had some, where did I put those? The gold. I was going to put that on, but this is more silver tones. And look how pretty these would be. But this is purple. Whatever you have, this is the time to use it. Okay, got those done. I think I'm going to put Stella and Spritzer off to the side. Kind of overuse them. This is drying. That's going to go with the butterflies. Let's work on the inside for just a minute. So the inside of this one, quite simple. Thank you ever so much. Little leaves. Oh, I kind of like the flowers. Let's do flowers. Maybe purple flowers? Highland heather flowers? And, oh, I like how that one turned out too. Maybe, I don't know. Is the paper hiding in here? It's probably dry enough. Yeah, it's holding just fine. I guess we could finish the outside. Yep, it's hiding in there. Okay, so once again, we're doing that same type layout. What do you think of it going up and down? That's nice, huh? She had hers going this way. That's pretty too. This is really pretty, but I like gray. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it this way. So I'm going to put dimensionals on. You know what? I'll do this one flat and do the butterflies. The butterflies will get dimensionals. I don't think you could go wrong no matter what you do. Now put this in the middle. I'm making sure that this amount is similar to that amount, making sure that this is close to being that same width. Hanging off on either side of my sparkly basic gray little band. Okay, so butterflies, I'll start with the middle one. And that will go right here in the middle of this panel. Oh, that looks nice just like that. Then I don't have to admit to sparkling up those butterflies so much. They kind of match though. Okay, they're going on. So if you have gone through your catalog, found all kinds of stuff retiring, if you want it, get it sooner than later, because it's while supplies last. Trying to make sure that this amount, that gap equals that gap, and the butterfly is centered. Okay, if you put too much Stella on, it takes a minute to dry, and you lose a little bit of the texture. But it's pretty. Look at that. Okay, this is my new favorite. It's so pretty. Okay, so I have that embossing powder everywhere. So on the outside I did happy birthday. Should I do other words? I don't know. Maybe happy birthday. I could do thinking of you. I like you a lot. I think I'll just leave it no words. I think. And I'll do some flowers. So this one is basic gray and smoky slate. I'll do heather and maybe daffodil flower centers. Okay, so let's start with the flowers. The flowers, maybe I should just a little bit. Well, there's no words. I'll do them all across the bottom. That's kind of cute, just all on its own, huh? And there's two different styles of the same flower. Okay, that's cute. And now there's these little itty bitty ones. Probably should have more of a plan, but it's just a whole bunch of cute. It's okay. Yeah. And so for the leaves, I could do them in green, but because this card is a bit monochromatic, I'm going to do them in, I'll do them in Smoky Slate. Just a few of them. Okay, that's good. And then the flower center is going to be in Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to stamp off because I want it to be maybe not quite so bright. A little bit bright is fine. I think the other one I did at full strength. Good thing about stamping anything you like, it's good. Okay, so that is it for the inside. Oh. That side means clean it. See, then you could write whatever you like on the inside. Okay, card is coming together. This card has the works. It has shimmer paint, spritzed, Stella, and rhinestones. Happy birthday. Look how nice that looks. Very simple. What do you think? You like it? Okay, I will list all the products used and paper cut sizes on my blog. My blog is JilliBling.com. Thanks for tuning in. If you can, give me a thumbs up. I see them. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Okay, have a great day. Until next time, bye.